Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing another episode of Random Redstone. So as you can see, I now have a cat. His name is Mr. Salmon. So this week we're going to be covering a comparator dial door. So the one that I've made is a 2x2. And you have to have both of these comparators at the exact locations. They're not these comparators, the little like dials for it to work. You can go in, you can go out, and no other combinations work. So how these work is through the use of comparators. So what you're going to need for this is block of your choice, obviously, item frame, sticky piston, redstone dust, redstone torches, repeaters, and comparators, and I think that's it. So basically, if you don't know what a comparator does, let me show you. So comparator, it has this little light at the end that's adjustable. So when the light is off, what it does is it takes this signal strength, because if you don't know, all redstone dust has a specific signal strength. If it's hooked up to a redstone torch, a lever, or a button, the redstone right next to it has 15, and each redstone that goes down, it loses 1 signal strength. So what it does is it compares the signal strengths. So see this one, here we'll put that one, so then this has a signal strength of 14 going into the side. But this has a signal strength of 15, so it cancels that one. So without the light on, what it does is if the signal strength coming in on the side is stronger than the one coming in the back, then the output is canceled. But when we have it in this mode, it's called subtract mode, it takes this and subtracts this from it. So in this case, it's not putting in output because it's subtracting 14 minus 15, which is -1, so it's not putting in output. But if I were to change these out, it now has a signal strength of 1. As you can see, that one is lit up, but this one is not because it runs out of strength right there and will not push the piston. So, in the dials, we take advantage of this by using also the other feature of comparators where it can measure how much stuff is in a furnace, chest, or multiple other things. And one of the things that it can measure is a comparator, is a item frame dial. So right now, the comparator is measuring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so apparently the specific thing that I have it at, if you have it on 7 and then this is just on 1, it does open, but whatever. There's only 2 specific combinations that you can have to have it open. So, what you're going to do is you're going to have 2 item frames. They have to be a block apart because otherwise it just breaks. And then you're going to have comparators coming out the back of the blocks with redstone coming out there. And then you're going to have this comparator on subtract mode. So then it subtracts the signal strength coming off of this item frame to the strength coming off of the redstone dust that's hooked up to this item frame. So then, in comparators, there's a specific thing that you have to do to make it so that it has to be one specific signal strength to be doing this. So I have it so that it subtracts. It only works when it's at 8 and then 2 or 7 and 1 as we've just recently seen. Because then this isn't powered, so then that just gives off 7. So then, oh wait a minute. So then this is a signal strength of 1, and this is 8. So then it goes 7 down. So then you can kind of tidy this up a little bit if you really care to. There are a lot of people that are smarter than me in Redstone that could probably figure out how to make a much more compact version of this. If you could do like, no, not that. That's the most compact I can make it. So what you have to do is you have to make it so that if it goes, if the signal strength coming off of the comparator is any higher, it cancels this out, and you have to do that by making it so that if this one is lit up, it gets thrown into a repeater, which means that it'll just get really strong, and then it'll go into here, and since this is stronger than that, it'll cancel it out, and it will not go through with the rest of the thing. So then you just have to hook it up to your basic 2x2 piston door, which is pretty simple to do, but I'll explain it in case you don't know how. So there's definitely more compact versions of it than this, but so basically the thought behind the piston door is that these pistons always have to be pushed in, so you want to have a redstone torch. It's too darn dark out here. So you want to make it so that this redstone torch is leading into this redstone dust, which powers those pistons. So then to cancel the redstone torch, you have to have redstone coming in out the back of it, so then you can just do that, heading into it, and then it cancels that. So then I usually just make this go like underground here, and I put some slabs over it because the redstone can go over the slab, but through the slab, but it can't go through there. So if you put a slab right there, then you can kind of have some more ground. So then yeah, it just runs up here, and then you can run it into the block with the redstone torch on it, and then it works. I feel like it's pretty simple on how to like kind of cover this all up here. You kind of just put some walls in here. You could definitely use this. I could definitely see myself using this, making some cool like secret doors. So yeah, there are a couple kinks with it that I'm sure some people that are much smarter than me could figure out how to fix. But whatever, that's for another time.